Government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
Warning: the following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome back. Another edition of the Buzz Podcast. Your boy Cujo riding solo today. Everybody else got plans. Everybody else got stuff they could get away with. So I'm blessed to be able to do this by myself because I got a hell of a guest. He goes by the name of Frank Stone. He, from my understanding, now he'll probably correct me on this or not. He CEO of Nation of Wrestling Academy. All around just badass coach, friend, brother. All that good stuff on there. Anything else that I left out on there? Frank Stone's in the building today talking about what's going down here in El Paso. He's got a dope-ass academy. Like I said, Nation of Wrestling Academy. Frank, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you've been a busy man. You just came back from, you guys were San Antonio. You guys were fucking everywhere, dude. Tell me a little bit about, what the Nation of Wrestling is.
Man, first and foremost, thank you for the intro and thank you for having me, man.
Always, guy.
To get straight into it, long story short, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, a NWA territory, is like on the rise right now. It's like one of the hottest places to be in Texas. If you're a wrestler, a wrestling fan, it all goes down in San Antonio. Okay. So my guys, Nation of Wrestling, I got some of the brightest, amazing stars that are trucking and going on the road with me. They got trained up, and they're ready to hit the road, and they've been going down to San Antonio to try and prove themselves to the big dog and Jazz. And it's been an amazing adventure.
Yeah. So so I'm not too familiar with the world of wrestling. I know how we talked about the other day when you put us through the little boot camp. Which we'll get into right now. So I know, like in professional sports, right? You have like your minor leagues, or like say if it's baseball, you got your minors, your AA, AAA. Then you move into a big show. How does that work? How does it work in wrestling? Like, would you start with the individual leagues? Like, how does it progress from that to the big shows at the end? With the big names, with the WWE, the AEW. I don't even know who's out there anymore. How does that work? Like, how does that move up work?
Wow, you're asking some really qualifiable questions. I think a lot of wrestlers want to know the answer to that question as well. But as plain as you can possibly see, look at any product that you want to attain to, and then look at their top guys. And you got to ask yourself, look in the mirror, and then ask yourself, do you look like one of their top guys? And if that doesn't compare, then you got work to do till you get to that point. Yeah. And that's just what it is. And I mean, there are other cavants that you can use to attain those places, not just a body, but I mean also character, promos. These things can greatly increase your career chances. So, I mean, if you're really talking about from a career aspect, like the question you asked, each level that you want to attain to, look how you can benefit the product. Okay. Hone that skill in and present it at the highest level through social media. Okay. Once you present that through social media and you're getting a buzz, I can guarantee you someone out there is going to see you. Okay, you'll get picked up.
So how many different levels are there? Like how does it go from? I mean, I know back in the day there was so many big avenues, but then now the WWE's like Pac-Man and just fucking ate everything up. They're basically a monopoly, and like one of the biggest things back in the days when I was watching was like the backyard wrestling, and like those VHS tapes were like fucking selling like hotcakes. Everybody loved that shit. And then they started coming in with the hardcore wrestling, which was what the ECW, I think it was. So how many different levels is there?
Oh, wow. I guess right now, as you can see, the current playing field is the independents. That would probably be the bottom, I guess, right?
Okay.
But that's the biggest pool as well.
Right.
Then you have like the major leagues. I guess you would, and this can vary by person because some people may feel that this company may not be a major league. But to me, any company that's paying a salary,
Yeah.
that's major league.
Right.
All right, if
Yeah.
they're paying your bills and you're making a living in wrestling, that's major league to me.
Right.
So NWA, TNA, WWE, AEW, these places are major leagues. That's another level. So you'd have to look at yourself from indies and then major levels as that, and then maybe that criteria between who's the top guy, which I think most people say WWE is the top guy, right? So that's the highest paid. That's the big performance center.
Right.
So that would be the highest of the highest. Everything else would probably get mixed up between 2s and 3s and 5s until you probably get down to the independence level.
Okay.
But that's where it all starts. If you start on the independence level, you got to like check yourself and say, okay, am I the best guy here? And you got to check. It's not checking everyone else. It's really just checking yourself. And that is what allows you to kind of like get to the next level because you're checking your blocks and everything that you need to attain before you can go to the next level.
Okay.
And each level has certain responsibilities that you have to take care of.
Yeah.
Promoting yourself, being marketable, being able to communicate to an audience. All these things come in different levels. If at the ending level you're not doing that, don't even expect to get to the next level.
Right. Yeah. If you ain't putting in the work, you're going to get the return on it, right? Now, one of the things first of all, how long have you been in the business, man? In the wrestling business itself, as either a wrestler or trainer or just in general?
I want to claim 20, but I can't. No, I've
You
really
trained
been,
us, so that counts. I'll put that as a fucking check mark.
I think I've really been in the business for about 17 years because about 4 years I took off. I was in the military. I was in the Army. So I don't really count that like time in business. 17 years, I believe, is when I could say I started back in 2006, and I'm still going to 2025 now.
Yeah.
I want to say that's about 17. If my math off, don't get mad at me. All right.
So So based on the training that we did, and again, first of all, it was fucking brilliant what you did with us, right? Like, I know I asked a lot of questions because I'm curious, right? Because I mean, it's just like so many people are like, as we said when we were training, everybody says it's fake, it's bullshit, blah blah blah, because it's all scripted and everybody knows it. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, this shit is not fake. Every fucking tumble, every little move fucking hurts. What keeps you going to keep going back and forth after putting your body through what minimum I went through? And now you do it with the actual moves and shit. That we didn't take like no hits from anybody or flips or body slams. We were just doing the simple rolls and fucking bumps. Like what motivates you to keep going with this shit? Because the toll it takes on your body, man. Fuck, it's crazy, dude. Why do you do this shit?
Man, cutting it deep, man.
Yeah, man. Like it's like what's like, who hurt you, bro? Like, what the fuck is going on?
No, it's not even hurt. It's dreams, man. Like, I'm a big believer in dreams. I really am.
Okay.
Like, I believe if you can dream it big, why not go attain it?
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
for
I'm
sure.
still a believer in that adventure. I'm still a believer in going out in that world and really exploring. I'm like, I feel like I want to be one of the last explorers.
Okay.
Like, honestly and truthfully. So I believe in people's dreams. And I think my dream was to do something great in professional wrestling. And I had the opportunity to be around a lot of great people. So I'm blessed with that alone. The journey alone, man, that alone is it's a blessing on its own to me.
Yeah.
Whatever coming next, my next chapter, which I expect great things because a great man once told me, never hope for the best. He told me expect greatness because you train the mind how to think and how to make things happen.
Right.
And he told me if you hope, that's kind of like a doubt, like you're hoping that things would happen your way. And he said, what if you expect the best? You go into it a different mindset. Even just saying the word expect.
Right. Yeah,
It's
you
different.
put yourself in that. I mean, once you put it out, whatever you put out there is what usually Mother Earth gives you back, right? That's what the seed gives you back. Because, I mean, it's and like it's one thing when I've seen I've been fortunate enough. Like I know we were talking the other day. I was able to interview certain other people that have been in the business, and some of them you see, kind of like not that the fame got to them or what their name is, and they have kind of a different aspect. Also, they're in different points in their careers where you are. But like the love that you have for it, like when you're explaining this shit to us, it's very infectious. You know what I'm saying? Because even when like when the other wrestlers showed up, like there wasn't even like one mention of anything negative. You know what I'm saying? Even when we would fuck up, it was like, you know what, that was great. Now if you want to improve, you could do this, which is something that I haven't seen, because I've seen, you'll see shit that's on Netflix, and if you fuck up, everybody's gonna let you know you fucked up, from the top down. And it's like, dude, that's nothing here. So for one, I commend you on that. And the overall positivity that everybody, took us in, embraced us, open arms, and he gave us the walkthrough from, the new spot that you guys got going. That shit's legit. And now I'm back into, I guess, I don't know if I'm back into wrestling now, but I found out that WWE has that, what is it, Unrated, Unfiltered or some shit like that on Netflix.
Yep.
Binge watched the fuck out of that. It's only 5 episodes, but I couldn't fucking stop watching it. I was like, now that I kind of, put my, foot in the mat, like I kind of see like, oh shit, all right, like I know a little bit more, like I kind of get it now, and thank you for that. Now, one of the things that I was seeing, when you were showing me the production room, the locker room, then to come out, y'all don't have a gorilla room out there? Do y'all have a gorilla room?
Yeah, just a little piece of gorilla. It's a little fine piece of tape.
Yeah.
That separates the locker room from the entrance.
Yeah.
That's gorilla.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, oh, wait a minute, I heard this somewhere. So I was like, all right, so that makes sense. For the gorilla room, for people that don't know what I'm talking about in wrestling, that's like the brain of the fucking show, right?
Yep.
That's where everything's, run through and kind of, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we're expecting. That's the heart and soul of that. To have somebody that's, good in the gorilla room, what does that consist of, to have somebody to control that? Like, what would be the ideal candidate for that person?
Right now, the guy that's currently running that is none other than my brother Queens. You can follow him on social media. He's amazing too. He was one of my first new students in El Paso, Texas, about 3 years ago. And after we were done training, he just took note, man. He fell in love with it. He wanted to go on the road. He wanted to really try this thing out. He saw me doing it. He was like, I want to try it. I said, hey, man, let's go. Yeah. Got him on a show, and he was just ecstatic about it and never turned around since. But he does production, he does media, does music. He's amazing. He's an artist himself. He's a rapper. He's from Queens, New York. Okay. He reps New York all the time. That's why his name is Queens. Right. He used to be he's a former Nation of Wrestling champion, and he is the gorilla guy. He is a gorilla guy. It's crazy watching him do gorilla and then prepare for his own match as well. But it's amazing. Yeah. He does it. It's like I said, with the background of what I saw from the show now, and what I've seen, when I was younger and I got to meet people, like, they say never meet your heroes, right? Because they're gonna let you down. And when you meet people as their persona, and then you meet them in real life, it's like, oh, dude, you're not that person, and it just fucking breaks your heart, But it's cool that you're able to flip that switch, because I kind of feel that way too, because when I'm off the mic here, I'm just like, if I'm left alone in the corner, I'm fucking money, dude. Like I don't want to talk to nobody, but I want to know everybody. It's like weird, right? But what's different from Frank Stone in the ring and in the business, and then Frank Stone off the when they're off the spotlight? Frank Stone, out of the ring, knows that if I put my hands on you, I will get in trouble. Frank Stone in the ring knows that you signed a waiver, and I'm gonna break your back.
And I'm getting paid for this shit. That's a stress relief. I was talking to Chewy, one of the guys from the Takeover show. Shout out to Chewy and Bisa. They did the training with us. He's like, dude, this shit was like a mad stress reliever for me, man.
That's awesome.
And it is crazy because, like you said, I don't know if it's what the right mindset I should say is, because I don't know if you're like a crazy genius or just an asshole, because we basically kicked our own asses. You know, nobody put a finger on us, but like we did our own tumbles, our own, you know, the front roll, back roll, 3/4 roll, the bumps. And when I got home, I was like, who the fuck hit? Like 2 days later, it kicked in. The 2 days later, the bumps kind of, I was like, what the fuck? Why does, like, when you're showing us how to run the ropes, when you kind of have to, like, sit on that second rope to get that bounce off.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, dude, why the hell does my ass hurt? Like, like the side hip ass area. I was like, what the fuck hit me?
The rump.
Yeah, dude. I was like, God damn, that hurt, man. And I never thought about, you know, it's something as simple as, you know, what's the name of I'm trying to remember the name of your wrestler, the Mystican.
Oh, Mystican, yeah.
Dude, that motherfucker runs hard. That motherfucker goes ham on those ropes, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, he's gonna fly out this bitch.
He does. He flies right out at you, too.
I was like,
A
dude,
million miles an hour.
I was like, I wonder how much in pain he is afterwards, or is it just like everything else, like you gain a callus on that certain spot from, you know, so many bumps and bruises and shit.
You do.
Yeah,
You really do.
oh, dude, like I see, you know, when I would see before, what is it, Beyond the Mat, when I saw that flick way back in the old days when, you know, these people would deal with, like, you know, they had all these drugs, all these fucking drinking. I was like, I could see why you need that, because of these pains that these guys have.
Yeah.
This shit is fucking wild, man. How do you is that more regulated now, or is that just like, you know what, you're a grown ass man or a grown ass woman, do what you do, you know, as long as you can control this shit.
On every level, it's different. But, I mean, I think it's more regulated in the feds now, like, you know,
Yeah.
WWE. But I think across regular, I'm not too sure about that. It's pretty much just you go out there, you know, these guys are putting their bodies on the line. They're
Yeah.
sacrificing. They may get maybe 2-3 days at home.
Yeah.
Then they're back on the road, going to another pay-per-view or a house show, or maybe doing an indie show, and they gotta do what they gotta do.
Right.
They're gonna do their moveset. They're gonna hit this. They're gonna hit that. They're gonna go through a table.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the money comes in. So what do? Do you keep going, or do you just say, hey?
Depends how fucked up I am. You know, shit. I was taking a few rolls. I was like, God damn. But like you said, right, once you get used to it, I mean, do you ever really get used to it?
I don't think the body ever gets used to it, but I think the mind just gets content with it.
Okay.
I think it's a mental game.
Yeah.
It's completely a mental. To do this business, you definitely have to have a couple screws loose, and you can't find the screwdriver.
That's a nice way to put it, man. Yeah. Yeah. Because the majority of the people that you see, I mean, they're fucking wild at, you know, X amount of surgeries. You know, there's always something that, you know, there's always something wrong with them in one way, shape, or fashion. Like, have you had any major surgeries needed because of anything of wrestling, or, you know, anything that happened in the ring to you, or?
Nothing in the ring particular. I've had more injuries playing other sports than wrestling, and I know that's
Wow.
crazy.
Okay.
I won't play basketball anymore.
Okay.
My Achilles won't take it.
Yeah.
I won't play soccer. My knees,
No.
not doing that. You know, but for some reason I get in there and, you know, I work out, go to the gym, I'll go and wrestle 2-3 hours and be fine.
Damn. So what is it? What is your workout regimen look like? How often are you in the gym?
Man, I'm really in the gym maybe about 4 times a week, to be honest.
Okay.
And during that time, I'm probably in there for about 2 hours, 45 minutes of cardio. Then I'm actually hitting like maybe a split of workouts, upper body, then lower body. And I do that back and forth to 2 days. So I'm like in the gym 4 days out of the week. I hit both sides about twice a week.
Okay.
And mostly cardio, especially when I'm at training. Then it's more plyometrics, push-ups, sit-ups, squats. You already know, hitting the ropes,
Yeah.
doing matches, doing the drills with my guys. We get down and dirty. We really do drills all the time. So yeah, that's shedding weight. Eating good, just nutrition.
So how big is the nutrition on for you guys as wrestlers?
Massive.
Really, is that something that within the the Nation of Wrestling Academy, that do you harp on that, or like what's some of the biggest things you guys harp on?
The biggest thing for me that I tell these guys is to really reflect on themselves.
Okay.
Like, it is a very positive environment.
Right.
I want positivity. I want people to feel good about themselves, but I also want them to consistently get better.
Mm-hmm.
I tell everyone all the time, there's enough success in this world for everybody.
Yeah.
You just got to attain it. You ain't got to be jealous of anyone else's success, but you can actually help attain even more.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell them, look at themselves. How are they going to make themselves valuable? How do you make yourself valuable?
Yeah.
You're not just a wrestler. Everybody in this business should be able to wrestle, at least to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already a requirement. That's like getting a high school diploma already if
Okay.
you're in this business.
Right.
The next thing is, how can you add more skills to your move sets? More things like this right here, podcasting.
Mm.
Like you can do background, you can do editing videos, you can design clothes, you can make boots, you can more things you can add to your repertoire in this business is more value you add to yourself, giving yourself more opportunities to actually venture out and get better jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
So at the end of the day, I ask my guys, okay, how do you plan to leave your mark in this business?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? You're just gonna wrestle, or you're gonna actually do something?
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because one of the things that really stood out from that was really cool from the show, from the WWE Unrated, is that just about everybody who's ahead of any, whether it be writing or character development, they were all wrestlers at one point at a time. And it is cool to see, because they know what it really takes, whether they had it or not. What's the saying? Those who can't do, those who can't coach, or they teach.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, because you kind of see like the mindset of, they talk about how when they have the push and they're going to push somebody, and whether they're ready or not, either you going to fly or you going to die, it's going to be one or the other, but it's either you got it or you don't. And there's only one way to find out, is by doing it. And it's crazy. And I was just wondering if, like, starting off, and I know we had talked about this before, it's one thing to work on your moves, but if your moves aren't the best, if you are able to present yourself in a certain way as far as visually, I think that goes a long way too, especially with the mindset of people nowadays, with the fucking lack of attention span that we have now, because of YouTube and TikTok and podcasts, because there's not everybody could be the high flying Rey Mysterio or fucking Rob Van Dam back in the day when he was young, or Eddie Guerrero. Like, not everybody could be that. Hulk Hogan was barely able to fucking move. He had, he was just huge. He was a big guy, and he could talk his ass off. And he had the American, eat, take your vitamins and say your prayers, and for the time when it was perfect. And it's crazy. Like, when you come into this, do you come in with the idea of I'm already thinking I'm here to be a baby face, or I'm here to be a heel, or is that just developed as, whoever you're signing on with, or like, this is what I need from you?
If you are going through this business, you would want to know how to do both. You want to know how to do both. But that usually basically comes down to the booker or the promoter on what they want you to do, or maybe your look. Sometimes just because of your certain look you got, or a character you got, you may just be thrown to one side of that scenario. So, I guess I play the heel side most of the time. I'm not necessarily the biggest guy, but, people look at me and they say, well, I would rather cross the street if I was walking down the street with that guy. And I don't blame them. I get it.
Right.
I would, if I saw me, I'll probably get in a fight with myself too. But hey.
Yeah.
So that's what it goes down to. What the bookers need, based on what they need on the show, or what requirements they may ask of you to do, and then the scenarios that play out, storylines that they want to get over. So you're just playing your part. That's what it really is. You only got control over what you do in that ring while you're in the ring.
Yeah. So playing, being the heel, that you say that you are, like, what is a successful match when you're the heel? Like, what do you, besides, getting, putting on a good show with, as far as technical wrestling, as far as for the moves, make sure you hit your sets and all that. What's like are you looking for something from the fans to, to make sure that you got to them, or like what's a successful match for you?
Before everything else, as long as the guy who booked me, the promoter, tells me, hey, good match,
Yeah.
that matters first.
Okay.
First thing.
Yeah.
If he's happy or if she's happy,
You're happy.
I'm happy. Hey, if boss is happy, I'm happy.
Yeah.
If they ask me to go out there and do something and I did it the way they wanted it, the way and better, and they happy,
Yeah, we can't beat that.
yeah.
Yeah, they gonna want you back.
Yeah. For me personally, satisfaction wise, hearing the crowd, being able to sway them back and forth, and see if I can really work my character and really help the match get over the way it should be. As a heel, my job is to make sure that I get over, the baby face get over. Whether it's an underdog baby face or an over baby face, my job is to get them over.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as long as I hear those yays and boos and the crowd is getting into a ruckus and they're standing on their feet, I did my job.
Yeah.
As far as the match goes, at least to me, even whether it's 3 minutes or 10 minutes long,
Right.
it doesn't matter as long as I did my job and the booker is, happy.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I know. So when we're in the ring, we're in there for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Granted, there's like long pauses in between because we're all taking turns or whatever. When you see certain matches, like you said, whether it's 3 to 10 minutes, I think once you get that adrenaline dump from being in there, and then once it turns into reality, and all that shit leaves, and now you got to get back into it and focus on what you're doing. Like, what do you need to do to make sure that you're able to make it through, as far as for like cardio wise? Because I've seen some matches, and a lot of times when people get hurt, it's because their cardio went to shit, or they got exhausted and they weren't able to either look out for themselves or look out for their partner, and that's when somebody gets fucked up. Like, what should we be doing if we're trying to get into it, or if the people that already are in it, what should their cardio look like at minimum, so that they could be, so that when everybody's taken care of?
Well, I know when you guys came by the dojo, we did the 5-5 for the running on the ropes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys run back and forth till you kind of won until you made 5 ropes.
Right.
So at least minimally, if you're at a high level, I think running the ropes up and back, minimum you should be able to do it 20 times easily.
Jeez. At the same interval, right? At the same speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's weird. I don't know if it's, like you said, it's a mind game, because when you're doing it, when you stop thinking about it, you take an extra step. You're like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And then, am I going to miss the ring? Because am I not going to be able to turn on this extra step? Am I sliding too much? Like, you start thinking about it, and I was like, oh, fuck, now I'm going to fuck up. So now you're just kind of, I know one of those times I had to kind of grab the rope on it, trying to lean on it a little bit more just to reset. But I was like, dude, if this was a match, like, oh, dude, I'm fucked. Like, there's no fucking way. There's no way I know what the fuck is going on.
Well, we got drills and stuff at the school that we really do. On a daily, we'll do, like an international spot where we'll add on a couple of things at the end where we're going to run a loop in it, where both guys will do the same stuff back to forth in each other.
Yeah.
So it's like a long loop, but the same spot. And then the next guy will jump in with them, so they get an extra rep, and they'll go again. Then they'll get in with the next guy and do it. So it's like a continuous chain of loops that we're doing where you're drilling. And by the time you turn around and you recovered, you're back in again.
Right.
So that's what we'll usually do to help build up stamina. And especially, I try to get the guys on hit cardio, especially when we're in the ring. That's one of the best probably thing that like assimilates in-ring movements and in-ring cardio. But yeah, just doing cardio, period, man. A lot of guys sometimes just don't. I've seen it where you start off the match and the guy gets in the ring and he tied up and he's already gassed.
Yeah.
He's gone. And it's not that they have bad cardio. It's like they don't have I think it was like just reps, because sometimes you have good cardio, but when you get out there and there's that that electricity of just everybody being out there, there's a crowd and the anxiety is up, the adrenaline is pumping, and you're up there. It's a whole different world. Your cardio is it's moving, it's pumping already. You don't even realize it, but you're using your cardio as you're breathing just to get in the ring.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
you know what I mean? And if you don't calm down, it's all a mind game. It really is. It's a mind game. If you don't calm down, you know, you can just be out there gassing, the guy's talking to you, and you're just losing it.
Yeah, no, dude, trust me. I mean, like you said, seeing it from the outside, be like, hey, I could, you know, everybody has that mentality. I could fucking do it. Same things happen when somebody watches boxing, somebody watches UFC. I could kick this fucking ass. I could get in there. When you get in there, even though it was only like 6 of us or, you know, whatever minimum amount of people there was, just being inside that square ring, man, that shit is intimidating, because I'm not, you know, especially if you're new to it, I was like, holy fuck, something could really happen here. Like and then you're like, oh, so it's gonna be really easy to do. We're gonna just do this little fucking roll, dude. When I did that first roll, for the forward roll, I came up. I was like, dude, my head's still spinning. Like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, no, we got to do 2 in a row. I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, Jesus, it's like a fucking roller coaster the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's that we didn't do shit. Like I mean, we couldn't do a match, right? Because we were just doing, basically we're just doing the rolls, and the 3/4 rolls was crazy. That was actually, that was like one of the funnest ones. But at the same time, you're like, I'm gonna bust my wrist. And when I did the first front roll, you know, I was seeing how Ivy did it after I did it. She likes to go with her hands open to avoid. And I know when I did it, like my left hand I tried to go with the closed fist, but it kind of like caught it at an angle, so it tweaked on me. So I was like, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna sound like a bitch right now. Right? So I can't even fucking roll forward. A big old fat ass can't roll forward. But I was like, damn. Then you start seeing little things, little by little. All right, this person does this person does that. And one of the things I will say, you know, shout out to Chewy from the Takeover, man. He wasn't, when he would do it and he wasn't happy, he's like, no, I'm gonna fucking do it again.
Yeah, man, he was a good guy.
I'm gonna fucking do it again until he was happy with it. And that you know, that's something that I was like, dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't help but, you know, root for those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, yo, shout out Chewy, man. That's why he's a torta
Shout out
pounder.
Chewy.
That's why he pounds all those torta girls.
He's persistent.
Yeah, man. Hey, dude, you gotta be. You gotta be. So with when you're going for the academy, right? The Nation of Wrestling Academy that you guys are doing, is that generally the first day the same thing that we did, or is there more that you add on to the first day for like the novices that are just starting?
There's definitely more that we add on.
Okay.
If you don't get through that, then that's where you would stop.
Right.
Because you already seen what a bump feels like,
Yeah.
what it goes through. Some guys catch on fast, some guys go slow. There's no like, you know, specialty in whether you should be going fast or a guy that's training slow learns it slow.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like really like, oh, this one's gonna really catch it, he's gonna be a star. No, there's none.
Yeah.
It just everybody learns at a different pace.
Right.
And that's what it is, just taking patience. But like a new guy, a new student, new girl that's coming in, Ivy Red, when she walked into those doors, she had doubts and fears. And, you know, she just got babied through the first set. And every week she came in, just keep trying until she became good at it.
Yeah.
And she became confident in it. And that's what we try to instill first when you start training with us.
Right.
And that's the whole deal. Like, I get it. I'm asking you to do stuff that your mom told you to stop doing a long time ago. As a child, you threw yourself on the floor, you cry about stuff. You was a perfect wrestler as a baby. Now you grew up, you forgot how to be a wrestler. So I'm retraining you how to be a wrestler again.
You started from scratch.
Yeah, so you throw yourself on the floor, and it's like mental inhibitors, mental blockers that's telling yourself, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're doing it, you're like trying to get comfortable with your body to, you know, sling yourself back to the floor and hit those ropes and then take those rolls and, you know, stuff that I told you, stuff that if you did it in your house, your parents would have looked at you like, what the hell you doing? You know? To go home and do it. Hey, wait till your kids come home now and roll across the floor and see what they say. Like, what the hell? You know?
Right. So look, hey kid, do you want to see what I did?
You know?
But I know, like when you showed us when you're walking through it, right? You know, the rolls were like cool. It's like, all right, that seems cool. But when you did the bump, I mean, the way, the impact that you put, you know, when you slam with your hands and the sound that it makes, like if you're not expecting, if you don't know what you're expecting and you hear that shit is intimidating because it looks. I mean, you guys have been in it for so long that you know when you know what you're doing, it's so fucking intimidating. And you're like, holy fuck, I can't make that. Like I kind of like flinched when you did it. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't expect it to be that fucking loud. Same thing when you ran the ropes the first time. I was like, God damn, I didn't expect the sound to be that loud. But it makes sense when you're in a match. And you need to sell, the bump, the hit, the flip, the back, whatever it is that you're selling. I was like, shit, that makes a lot of fucking sense. And like you said, retraining your brain. One of the things when I was doing the bump, when I'm falling back, I know you said to have both hands face, palms down when you slap it. I couldn't stop my left hand from just closing as a fist and fucking hitting it backwards. I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't fucking do it. Every time we did it, even when we did it. When we're doing the sit-ups, the sit-ups bumps to get used to that, I couldn't fucking do it. I don't know what it was. And I was like, dude. And it makes perfect sense the way you say. You got to retrain yourself and be like, all right, don't do this. The muscle memory is a real fucking thing. It really fucking is, man. And it's like, when you throw yourself at the bump, for those that don't know what a bump is, you're basically standing still in the middle of the ring. And you should be basically dropping backwards to hit the floor, and your back should be exactly where your feet were. So you go straight down, fucking your upper back should be hitting first, arms out, arms slamming on the floor. That way, that takes the brunt, hips shooting up, and so this is what he tells. This was what Frank tells us. He's like, all right, go. I was like, what? What the fuck? Because I know all that shit, right? But I was like, God damn! Like you said, all right, let's take it down. The way you broke it down was fucking awesome. It was perfect. We started at the sit-up. Then we went to the squat. Then I was like, if you feel froggy, let's fucking go. I was like, all right, fuck it. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? And I was like, dude, man, what if I just fall backwards? And it's so hard to get that psyche of, it does. I know it's not hurting as bad at first because, like I said, when you did it, it was intimidating as fuck. Because you hear the loud, bam, it sounded like a shotgun. I was like, God damn. You want me to do this? Motherfucker must be out of his goddamn mind. And then fucking Ivy goes and does it like that. I was like, this motherfucker too. I was like, I can't be a bitch now. I gotta fucking do it. But it's dude, the thing that to see what you guys did, and then when you guys, were practicing and were able to watch you guys, the athleticism that it takes, and the moves that you guys were doing to make it look as easy to the outgoing, to the onlooker or the fan, it's fucking amazing, dude. Kudos to you on that shit, dude. I was like, God damn. I mean, you had we had the Mystic and fucking doing all kinds of high flying shit and fuck. I was like I'm nothing. Then he starts doing a headstand on the fucking rope. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, I couldn't even get near that fucking rope. That fucking hurt, man.
Thank you.
Like you guys for real, dude. Anybody in El Paso and the surrounding areas here, if you guys really want to fucking find out, because from what I saw, man, you guys are legit. The way you guys teach is fucking, like I said, for us to do it, and not really do shit with it, and be, whatever it is, it's wild. And I got home and I was like, dude, this is very addicting. This, even, being an old 45-year-old body, I was like, this is fucking addicting. I don't know, like, I was like, dude, this dude gets to do this for fun, like, on the reg whenever he fucking wants. Like, how often? So I know you guys practice, what, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays?
Yes, we do.
How many more times during the week do you go in there just by yourself and just do your own work?
Plenty.
Are you there basically every day?
Almost.
Almost? Damn.
I won't say every day, but almost.
What do you do on your downtime, man? When you're not a wrestler, when you're not Frank Stone, when you're just you off the clock, what do you do on your downtime to like recoup, recover, and reset the mind?
Spend time with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will ground you?
Yeah.
What's so grounding about that? Like, do you have the family that's supportive, or do they be like, hey man, you still doing that bullshit? They're the ones that just rag on you to give you that extra oomph.
I got the type of family that supports. Okay. I think all my life, my family's always been the type that I never got no limitations on me. They never told me how to have limits.
Okay.
You know, like my aunts, my mom, my uncles. Like, no one ever told me limitations, man. So I didn't grow up thinking I couldn't do something.
Word.
Like, no one told me I couldn't do things.
Yeah.
So I just did things. I just did things. No, but my family, my kids, man, my wife, man, they're amazing. My daughter, she's just spectacular and intelligent. My son, he's just, man, a bundle of joy. He just keeps me going. He keeps doing this thing where he's looking at me, eyeing me, you know. I'm like, dang, man, every time I hug my wife, he's like, I got you. I'm seeing it. I'm like, boy, you know.
Yeah.
So
man.
it's good, man. I go to work and my daughter, she'll put like notes in my lunch pail and she'll say, have a good day, daddy, and stuff like that. So, I mean, things like that keeps me driven.
Yeah.
It keeps
blessings.
me focused on the dream,
Yeah.
you know? Because I know at the end of the day, like, we're not eternal, you know? We're not immortal.
Right.
I'm not planning to be here forever, but I'm damn sure going to have a great time while I'm here,
You got to.
you know?
You enjoy the ride.
Oh, yeah.
How old are your kids?
Oh, man, my son is 5, my daughter is 9.
Damn. Are they talking about trying to be like daddy in that?
Man, after you guys took off, they got in the ring and they was like, I'm teaching her. She's like, yeah, they all want to learn, man. I love it, though. I love it. Like, you know, they watch me do it a lot. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they're always there watching me. So,
Yeah.
of course, they're going to want to try and learn and get in there with me. You know, those kids are great.
Yeah. So would you be opposed to them doing it, or because you know, like the toll it takes on a person, you know, whether, you know, physically, mentally, or you'd be like, you know what, fuck yeah, let's do it. It's like it's the family stone.
Man, I'm not opposed to them doing anything.
Okay.
I'm not. Like I said, they have their own moral compass. Everybody has their own moral compass. Everybody knows what they will and will not do in life.
Right.
Everyone has their I will and those things that they say they will, but they know they never will do. My kids have good moral compass even at this age.
Right.
And I'm not going to be the type of family dad or the dad that says put limitations. I never had that on me. And I think I turned out pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So I'm not going to do that to my children. I want them to have that unlimited potential
Yeah.
in life. So whatever they want to attain, I'm just go get it. Go get it.
Are you that kind of dad that, yo, if somebody don't, if my kid, so this is the kind of dad I am. If my kid don't like somebody, if my kid has an enemy, that motherfucker my enemy too. I don't give a fuck if you 5 or 4. That motherfucker my enemy too.
Team Stone all the way. I don't even know him on site.
On sight. Hell yeah. I'm with you.
On
I'll be
site.
hearing talks of that, man. Fuck that bitch. My old lady like, hey man, she's 7. Fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck. 7 years old, you can still be an asshole.
He look at me wrong. We stuffing him underneath the car. I don't care.
Get up in that ring, boy. Oh shit. So what was that moment when you're like, you know what, dude? Wrestling is what I want to do. Like, who inspired you to get into the ring?
Wow. Oh man. So when I was watching, I watched wrestling from different eras, but when I finally got into the ring, to really say that someone inspired me to be in there, man, it's just so many great wrestlers that I watched.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say The Rock was one of the ones that initially sparked that, man, I wanted to be a wrestler, especially when I was watching Rock when he was like, you know, young Rock coming out, doing his thing, just becoming against the corporation.
Yeah.
Man, I had fantasy matches, man. And you know, every kid had those fantasy matches with their best wrestler, you know, think, oh, they'll do this to me and I hit them with this. I did the whole thing, you know, and you gotta understand, I never had the thought that I would become a wrestler. I didn't know that was a profession you can do. I just thought these guys were just, you know, booked by Hollywood or something. Or, you know, I didn't know where do you go to be a wrestler?
Yeah.
You know, there's no college out there that, hey, come here to be a professional wrestler. There's nowhere. You know, sign up the back of a comic book, you see the strip shirts and you're like right there, like, oh, right there, professional wrestling school.
Yeah.
You know, scam. Nah, man. So I was what really inspired me to be a pro wrestler was, truthfully and honestly, was well after I started becoming a pro wrestler.
Okay.
So I found the school. I was playing semi-pro football, and I'm not. I mean, I like playing football, but it wasn't my thing really. It's not really like, you know. My stepdad at the time. He's the one who got me into playing football.
Okay.
Right. And he was an amazing guy. He played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers like for one season or something like that. Right? He had a broken leg and he got out, and then he was like the coolest guy ever. He picked me up, he mentored me, and he was like, "Hey man, kid, don't be on the streets. Let's do football." And I'm thinking, football, whatever, right? No, he put me out there behind a lawnmower every Saturday, and we were cutting yards every day.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't realize I'm like getting a tone to the weather. I'm getting a tone to the stuff, and he's just putting me through work, and I'm like, I'm making some money, so I'm like, I don't care, I'm hustling, right? Making some money for school. So I got on the team. The first year they kicked me off. They told me they don't want trash like me. The second year I came back in, I was pretty much starting varsity. From night to day, right? I'll tell you, don't tell me no. Don't tell me no. Then I also joined the wrestling team because I thought wrestling on the wrestling team was like pro wrestling. But it's actually more amateur wrestling. That's when I actually started liking it because it's me versus me. It's me versus another guy. It's not a whole team. Yeah, they have team points. Right. But like I like the fact that it was just me versus another person in the ring, like on the mat. Right. So I started doing amateur wrestling. I did that for 3 years in high school. Did football for 3 years in high school. Then I pursued football with I believe semi-pro team, Fort Lauderdale Rattlers. Okay. Then I played a little bit with Miami Knights. Then I got a tryout with the Miami Dolphins. And all that failed. I was too slow. I was too slow to be in the position that I wanted to be in.
What position were you trying to?
Weak side linebacker.
Okay.
So I was too slow as a weak side linebacker. My speed was like 4.7. And you would think that's fast, but no. Those guys are like lightning fast.
Yeah, like
4.3s,
right?
4.4s. Yeah, you're right. Junior Seau. Dude.
Beast.
Monstrous.
Beast. What was? Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. Great guy. Yeah. Amazing. But I went to some of the camps they invited me to, trying to get onto the team. We played with them a little bit. Got to see some great things, and I was very, very blessed to be even have that opportunity, man. Then wrestling happened for me. Wrestling. I saw it on Deco Drive, and all this happened while I was in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Right? Okay. So we saw the thing on Deco Drive, it's a show that happens in Fort Lauderdale and then Channel 7, and they were talking about a wrestling school called CCW, Body Slam University. Body Slam University then got bought out by Jimmy Snuka. So Jimmy Snuka basically was the owner or like part owner of the school now. He came down there and I started going on the road with him. Okay. I started learning a lot more. That's when I really like fell in love with everything. Because when I went on the road with him, I was like seeing guys from the 1980s WWF, Brutus Barber Beefcake, Tony Atlas, Mick Foley. I was around those guys, and I was like, wow. Like my mouth was just shut. I was the young arrogant guy in the corner, know it all or whatever. I don't know how they saw me, but I was just quiet. I just listened, And I had matches with Honky Tonk Man in New York. I had some great learning experiences. Yeah, and that's I think what made me fall in love with the business, because I was learning things that I couldn't believe that you could perform and make money and do this, a living. Right. So that's the most beautiful thing to me. Like perform this and you make a living doing that. Right. And people love to watch this as a form of entertainment. Oh yeah. Oh man,
that's a trifecta, dude.
I was like, this is great.
This is great.
Yeah, man. I just been around a really great people, and I've been really grateful to be around them. The latest to the addition, Rodney Mack and Jazz. When I came to Texas, man, I was looking for something. After I got out the military, I had nothing to do, man. Got overweight, got fat. I was just sitting around doing nothing. My wife now, she was like, what you going to do? I was like, I don't know. She's like, why don't you do what you used to do, wrestle? And I'm like, I don't know what to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. Yeah. I've been out the game. I don't know what that is. And I looked around. I found some places down here. Shout out to a lot of those guys, man. New Era. I found them, and I went down to their school and wrestled with them a little bit. I went around in a couple places. I found a Valento club down here, and I got to be with them a little bit and wrestle on some of their shows. We helped founded Lucha League, and then we built that into what it was. And then after that happened, man, it was like it was time to finally start my own. Yeah. It was finally time to spread my wings. I think for the years not being in, when I was in the Army,
Mm-hmm.
I lost confidence in whether I could train somebody.
Okay.
And that was the truth. I really felt like I didn't have the qualifications to train anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So when I found a show and I went down there and I tried out with Mark Henry and them and Rodney Mack and Jazz and Teddy Long and Charlie Haas and all these people on the show, we did a tryout. I got my first match. And if you see this, you can go on YouTube and you can watch this. It's Niles Plunk as the SWE television champion. And that was my first match in SWE, and they let me wrestle him.
Damn.
Yeah, first night back.
Right off the bat.
Off the bat. Off the bat. And I'm over here thinking like, holy shit.
Yeah, sink or swim, boy.
Yeah, right? Yeah, put me in the fire, baby. So, I mean, the match turned out great. Niles loved it. The bookers loved it. Kevin Sullivan was there. He loved it. He sat me down and talked to me for an hour or two. We caught up because I used to work in Florida under Ring Warriors, where he was there as well, with Howard Builder and Larry Bannon. Yeah, so we just caught up, and he was telling me just follow us, like get with this team.
Yeah.
So, I was like, all right, I'm in. So I was following SWE, and I won't talk about that anymore because, that company just went on its own to where it went. But right after that happened, that spurred so many great things because there was so much good talent that showed up to SWE. That developed Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. And from then on, it was Dog Pound Championship Wrestling after that. And then after that, Texas Style Wrestling erupted as well. So out of one company, you had people that came from Dallas and San Antonio. Like, well, we just was creating, like, SWE was bringing in 3,000, 4,000 fans into arenas. Like little, like memorial buildings and stuff like that. So we were actually, like, popping, we were getting interesting. Like, things were starting to happen. We had some good names on the card, too.
Right.
So, and then it just all died out. We just fizzled.
Wow.
So with that talent, like, it was like, okay, we created different organizations. So then you have Texas Style Wrestling started up, and you had Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. I started with the first Dog Pound Championship Wrestling series. So that's where I went to. And Rodney and Jazz, man, God bless their souls. They just put me under their wings, and I appreciate them for everything because I wouldn't be where I'm at right now in Texas under the NWA banner without them too.
Damn. So do they send you guys also be like, hey man, look, dude, this dude, I know what you do. I know I've seen, your work. Can you brush this kid up cuz, or this lady up cuz of A, B, C, or D or whatever it is? Do you get that a lot too?
No, I don't. Not sent to like El Paso, but I have got, in a way I do. I've had matches where maybe they'll send me a guy that just came to the school, like, hey man, I want you to work this guy. So I'll get him, and I'll just ask like a simple question, like, how long he's been in, like, has he been trained somewhere? Did he come from somewhere else? Like, how much experience does he really have? And as long as he's like, hey man, he's been in for 6 months, he's kind of green, or hey man, he's been in 2 years, but he came from someplace else. He's trying his luck over here. I want to see what he can do, and then I go in there and just talk to the guy a little bit, see what he's capable of, and just we'll go out there and have a banger. Just go out there and show off and see what you really do and present yourself, and just let me break your back a little bit and see how you take it.
What's the worst kind of wrestling or wrestler to work with? Like, what's like if I were to say, what makes the worst partner for you out there? Is it somebody who's cocky, or is it somebody who thinks they know it all? Is it somebody who what is it that makes somebody you just can't fucking work with?
I can deal with all egos and arrogance of all. I think the worst thing to work with is a liar.
Okay, liar as far as
like don't pretend to be what you can't do.
Okay.
Like, I've had guys where, and it's local guys mostly. I'm not saying they're all bad at all. It's just you have onesie twosies that may stick out. But you have a guy that say he's gonna do, I'm gonna do a up and over out of the corner. A guy can't even he can't even do an up and over. And you're looking at the guy just like, oh man, don't.
When they're lying about their skill set, then, right?
Yeah, like.
So for those of us that are retarded, what's an up and over? Remember, I only had like 2 hours of. We didn't go over that. You didn't teach us that shit, Frank.
Oh man, like you shoot a guy in the corner and you grab the rope and you pop over so the guy can go under you, and then you'd go over him and end up behind him. So basically like on a maneuver. You know, a guy will tell me he's athletic enough to go do it, but then he'll run to the corner, grab the rope, and he ain't going nowhere. You know, like 2 inches off the ground. I'm like, hey, dude, that was not an up and over, man.
Yeah.
And if I would have ran under you, I would have been between your cheeks. Yeah, bro.
Can't have that.
Yeah.
Can't have that, boy. Damn. No, but that's no, yeah, because I know there's a, like I said, with watching the WWE stuff, it's crazy. Do you care if you win or lose, if you're set to win or lose a match, as long as you're able to put on a good show? Does it matter to you if you're already, like, if they're saying, hey, dude, you know, today is not your day, but I need you to help me put this guy over. Like, does that matter to you, or is it just whatever, as long as the boss is happy and we're good to go?
Man, as long as the boss is happy. Listen, this is the thing, okay? You know the difference when someone just want to screw you over.
Yeah.
You should feel that. If you're working for a company and you're putting everybody over, and I'm just saying, like, you actually look good, like you really do look good, you're the workhorse, you look like you're phenomenal, you're the great guy, and everybody in that company is just beating your behind and you're wondering why, maybe there's a reason why, okay? But I'm saying if there's not that reason, if there's no, hey, follow-up behind all that you're going to go in like a butt-kicking spree and kick everyone's ass that beats you, you know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, if there isn't that, you're not being dicked around or something like that. I mean, it doesn't matter. Right. It really don't. Hey, man, go out there and put this guy over. But, I mean, all right, so professionally it doesn't matter. As long as all the guys in the ring look like professionals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, though, in this business, you'll go to some independents and they'll tell you, hey, man, put that guy over, and you're looking at him, and he's like, you know, he's like 4 feet tall, and he's not even a midget. He's like not even short. Like, at least if it was a midget, you could make it look funny and get beat up.
Right.
But he's like not that. He's just a short guy. He weighs maybe 120, and they're like, hey, put that guy over. Yeah. And I'm like, is he athletic at least? Can we do some crazy stuff just to make it get crazy and make it look good at least?
Right.
No. No. And you want me to put the guy over?
Yeah.
Why?
So if you can't, so do you ever find yourself, or have you ever found yourself where they tell you, hey, dude, I need you to put this guy over, and you see something like that where you're like, dude, this dude, nah, I gotta stump a mud hole in this guy's ass, and you go against the wishes, or is it just, I'll try my best to do what I can, and happens?
I would think the promoter, when they hire, listen, man, when you hire Frank Stone, I would think you would think that I'm a certified ass kicker.
Right.
And you're not going to put me in there and say, hey, man, put this guy that doesn't have any reason to be here to beat me.
Yeah.
Like, why would you waste your money?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you waste your money? And if that's the case, and I'm never going to tell somebody no.
Right.
I'm not going to say no. The price just went up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. But you know how egos are. Egos are a motherfucker, especially when you're dealing with bosses.
I know.
You know, and especially, hey, dude, that's my kid. I know he's brand new, but, you know,
hey,
can you do me a favor?
Hey, if they pay for that, then that's great. I mean, that's what you're there for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I say, I agree. There's no reason to, if you're not in that position and the storyline's going great for you, you ain't got to deal with that, you know? But if you're in that position and, hey, man, you got a guy that you got to put over that you don't want to, I mean, you do the job.
Right.
You do the job. That's what you got hired to do. And as long as they're still paying you, you're still hired, and everything's going great, don't worry about it. Do the job.
Damn. So who's before we start getting into the speed round here, who are some of the I know you had mentioned like the Honky Tonk, Jimmy Snuka. Have you met anybody who you ever like not idolized but looked up to, and they let you down? It was like, dude, why would I ever look up to this fucking guy?
Oh my goodness.
Because I know, there's so many different people, and again, when I was watching this WWE shit, like it was wild how everybody cares for each other. As far as, dude, are you good? Like, are you fucking cool? I fucked up this move, and I was worried. And like with Cody Rhodes, right? Like Cody was like, nah, dude, I'm good, bro. I banged the fuck out of my head. I don't remember the last, but if you're all right, I'm good. I was like, God damn, that kind of mindset is like fucking, oh shit. All right, like I started like liking these guys that I have no connection to or thought of. I was like, fuck, man, just to see that humanity is pretty fucking wild, because they're basically when you look at a wrestler, they're basically pieces of meat just being thrown around, flung around to entertain people. And when I would see the biopic of like Vince McMahon, like he didn't give a fuck what you were, as long as he got his bottom line off of you, he don't care what the fuck happened to you. But then you see like now like this, it's Triple H who's in charge. Like he actually goes up and is like, "Hey, dude, are you guys like?" I saw him like he was talking to everybody, and he's like, "Dude, I'm happy. Are you good? Are you I was like, "Holy shit, that's something I didn't expect." That's why I kind of asked that. If who have you met that just shit the bed when you're like, "Oh, dude, I can't believe I looked up to this fucking guy."
Man,
if you haven't, this cool. I mean, I'm not trying to put you
I
on the
have.
spot, but
No, I have. It's just so many good things has happened,
yeah,
and I didn't look at them as I didn't look at them like, oh my God, you let me down. What I saw it was as the reality
okay,
of what life they live, and at the end of the day, like look at Ronnie Coleman.
ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Greatest, maybe the greatest Mr. Olympia of all time, and you see him in a wheelchair now.
yeah,
You would feel sad.
yeah,
Right? But honestly and truthfully, at this point right now, I'd be celebrating him. Every time you see him, celebrate him.
Yeah.
Why? Look at what he accomplished.
yeah. What he gave,
The sacrifice. Look at him.
yeah,
And let it be a testament to what he did. You know?
Mhm.
So I don't feel saddened by it, man. I feel like, okay, at least he's still around.
yeah,
A lot of great idols that came out of the, 70s, 80s, and 90s, they're not here. We're losing stars every day. We're losing great people every day, man. We're losing loved ones all the time.
yeah,
So I don't look at it as a downfall. I think celebrate the greatness that they had. Celebrate that. That's how you keep the memory alive about them. So nah. I can't fault, and I also can't fault them for their choices too.
yeah.
Not everybody's prepared for that mindset when they get to that levels, different levels of life and fame and money and finances. Like everybody say they want to be rich, but
Yeah.
they don't have the mindset to be rich. Even if someone gave them money, they'll be broke in a week.
Yep.
You know what I'm
All the
saying?
way, like all the lottery winners and shit.
Yeah. So I don't look bad for them. I celebrate it.
Yeah.
If that's what life comes to, like we all have a young age and we also die. We age.
Right.
So aging should be a celebration. The longer you're here, celebrating it, man. Like I got friends that never made it past 21.
Mm-hmm.
I got boys that I know that grew up in my hood from Bronx, New York.
Yeah.
They didn't make it to 21. I got friends I made in high school. They never made it to 25.
Damn. Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. It's life is a bitch, right? Life throws different, whatever is written for you has been written for you already. And, some people deal with it differently than others. Like Jake the Snake was one of them. Man, boy, that guy had a jeez. I mean, then you have somebody like Andre the Giant who's fucking damn near 8 feet tall, can't fit nowhere, and he had to go through shit. People always fucked with him just because he was tall, and he was one of the nicest fucking dudes around.
Yeah.
When you go out, like say, I don't know how often you go out with your wife and whatnot, like in a social setting, do people ever try to like, hey, dude, he's a wrestler, I could fuck up, like try to like not step to you, but be like, hey, man, I could take this motherfucker easy. Do you ever get that? Do you ever get that challenge? Because like everybody always wants to go against the biggest cat out there. You know what I mean? To prove their machismo and bullshit, their manhood. You ever get that shit?
I haven't gotten that. I even was at Waffle House. I haven't gotten that.
Oh shit!
So I think I'm certified good.
Oh yeah, you straight. Yeah, it doesn't go down at the Waffle House. You straight, man.
Yeah, with the title in hand at Waffle House. Okay.
Oh shit.
So I as I walked in, I said, "It's open rules, boys," and I sat down and ate my food. Okay. No, man, no, not really. I've had fans come up to me. That I had people come up to me and say, "Oh, you Frank Stone?" And at first, I am like, "Why?"
Yeah.
Like, why do you need to know if I'm Frank Stone? I don't know, man. Some people are weird out there. And they're like, oh, no, I'm a wrestling fan. I saw you. I'm like, oh, well, much love.
Right.
What you need, man? Oh, can you sign it up? No problem. I don't care, man. Just for you being a wrestling fan, I'm supportive of that, period. I won't turn that away. But nah, try to phase me and stuff, man. Nah, man. Most people are really cool, man.
I mean, cause you are intimidated. Cause I know when we was in the ring, you're like, hey, bro, it's about this look. I was like, God damn, you really want to fuck me up? I'm out here trying to learn, not get fucked up, God. The fuck is going? As I get Chewy, fuck him up. He younger, he can recover quicker than I can. Oh shit!
Yeah,
All right,
bro.
so we've been going into this about an hour already. So let's go ahead. Because I don't want to. I know you're a busy man. I want to take time from your family. Let's get into these speed round questions. First thing comes to your mind, top of the head, just go with it. All right, let's go with this one. So, some of them are going to be kind of stupid. Again, ChatGPT, I kind of like, let me see what ChatGPT's on right now. Because the shit I come up with is fucking completely off of left field. So, if you had to wrestle in a Halloween costume, what are you pulling up in? What are you wearing?
Luke Cage.
Oof. Oh, fuck. Shout out to Luke Cage. I need to bring that show back, boy. That shit was fun. The soundtrack on that?
What?
Oh,
Fire
my
Wu-Tang?
God.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
yeah.
That shit was straight. Oh, dude. What's your wrestler name if it had to be inspired by your worst habit?
God. It would probably be Cannabis Man.
Cannabis Man? Oh, yeah, the Reefer Man. High times, boy. All right. Which cartoon character would you tag team with and why?
Oh, gosh. Hell yeah. This is great. Darkwing Duck.
Hey, man, MC Why Not had a fucking Darkwing Duck. Is that why he mentioned Darkwing Duck? Are y'all on that shit?
Yeah, Darkwing Duck is dope, man.
Well, he said, I was like, yo, Darkwing? Okay.
Dude, I'm waiting for them to bring another season. They need to bring that back, Disney. Disney, bring that back.
I was like, oh, shit, all right. So you get one weapon of choice. You get a pool noodle, a glitter cannon, or a hot dog bun. Which one are you going with?
What?
Hey, GPT's on one, boy.
What's a glitter poodle?
No, glitter cannon. A pool noodle is those in the pool when you get those little, like those rubbery, those foamy
Yeah.
noodles
Yeah.
that you
The
just fuck
noodle
with.
thingy?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what am I picking this weapon for?
I
The
guess
zombie apocalypse
I guess
or something?
the fucking ring.
Oh,
For the
okay.
ring. Yeah, you get a pool noodle, a glitter cannon, or a hot dog bun.
Hot dog bun.
Oh shit! Where you sticking that?
Right in their face.
Is that coming out the prison wallet? Oh shit! All right.
Shoot.
Would you rather get choke slammed onto some Legos or power bombed into a kiddie pool of Jello?
Oh, powerbomb in a kiddie pool of Jello. First of all, that's unique.
Yeah.
And that probably won't hurt us
That would hurt as bad. Fuck it. Well, I mean, you might just slip through the Jello and go straight to the floor. So I'm just playing devil's advocate. So if you were a heel, which you are, what ridiculous insult would you yell out at the crowd to get them fucking hating you?
Well, usually people say you suck. I say your mama sucks harder.
Facts. Oh shit! What's more terrifying, losing your title or ripping your tights mid-match?
Oh my gosh. That happened.
Oh, shit.
Ripping tights mid-match.
Yeah.
That is worse. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
How bad was that? How bad was that?
Oh, I
wardrobe
thought it went
malfunction?
straight up the back.
Oh
It
shit!
went straight up the back from the middle of the leg, straight up the back. Oh, we had to get this done.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, roll me up. And my ass was out the door during that roll up, too.
Oh shit! We done.
Jeez.
So we calling it, boy. All right. So you can only wear one outfit to wrestle for the rest of your life. Are you going out in a banana hammock or are you going out in cowboy chaps?
Cowboy chaps.
Oh, shit. All right. If you could only hype yourself up with a kids' show theme song, which one are you picking? Darkwing Duck, I have a feeling.
Oh, man.
I have a
Hold
feeling.
on, wait. This is good. If I had to use a theme song to hype myself up from a kid's show, man, Lamb Chop Sing Along.
Oh, shit. The song that doesn't end?
Damn right. Because I'm going to be never ended.
Okay. Wow. All right. So you get possessed by a wrestling legend mid-match.
Oh, shit.
Who's taking over your body?
Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, dude. He passed, right?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So the bonus question is, Have you ever shit yourself or peed yourself during a match?
Oh my God, no. But Jesus, at this age, I've had those experiences. That's traumatizing.
Do you have an average, like a yearly average?
Just once a year, man. So far, it's not. Hey,
Oh shit!
hey,
That's that weed, boy. it can get a hold of you, man.
hey, man. You know what's the crazy part, man?
Oh shit!
I was going out someplace, man, and this is a great story,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm going out someplace, got fresh and clean, man. Clean outfit, brand new. Put on my shoes, got in the car, started driving down the road, man.
Oh,
Right? Feeling good, worked out this morning, man. Ate a nice meal. I'm like, damn, man, just got to fart just a little bit.
oh.
You know what I'm saying? That little fart. Like, man, I just
Can't trust him.
you just ease up a cheek. Just ease up a cheek.
Yeah. You can't trust him.
Oh,
Bro. Oh shit! What, with the white pads?
oh, man. Yo, hey. By the time I got to the stop sign, my eyes were like this wide. And I was like,
Yee.
hey. All I did was I just moved my leg a little bit so I could see if my butt cheek slid. You know, confirmation
Telltale
check.
sign. Yeah, telltale sign.
Oh, that car was in reverse already. Heading back to the house, took a whole shower.
Oh, my man had the mud butt on the way, boy.
Man, hey.
Oh,
After
shit.
that, I don't trust none of them.
No, man, you can't trust him,
None
boy.
of 'em.
Especially the older you get, too, man. You can't trust nothing. You can't trust shit in this life.
Can't trust it.
You can't trust shit, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
facts. All right, so for people that, if they want to learn, if they want to know more about the Nation of Wrestling, as you see in our background, Nation of Wrestling Academy, dude, where can they get at you? Where can they follow you? Time to brand yourself.
Oh, man. On Instagram, we got Nation of Wrestling. You can find us at Nation of Wrestling on Instagram. And we also have the Academy page. It's Now Academy on Instagram. You can follow me on Frank Stone 85. You can also follow all our wrestlers through the Instagram of Nation of Wrestling, like Ivy Red, MC Rabada, Hershey J, Queens, LTZ, CJ Combos. I mean, the roster goes on and on.
Yeah.
We got some great guys, RTJ, shooting all the other Dog Pound roster guys, all the way up from Soda Pop to Rodney Mack to everyone that's on their roster as well. We bring them down. So it's all free for all. But hey, if you want to follow us, follow, like, share, DM me if you want to. You want to come by and get some free training. I give you 1-day consultation. Come in, feel what it feels like to be a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
Come in, roll around, bring a water bottle, bring a towel, bring an extra shirt. You will sweat.
Oh, yeah.
You will get in some work. It's a great workout. Was it a great workout?
Dude, it was. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I came home. I was like, man, I wish my son say some ignorant shit. I'm gonna fucking roll this motherfucker. No, but it was. I mean, like I said, I came back. I was hyped. The next day, I was like, man, I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. Woke up, chill. Like I said, 2 days later, I was like, God damn. 2 days later, that shit kicked in. I was like, God damn. I need some Advil or some shit. But yeah, no, it was
You guys
it was
were great,
fucking awesome,
man.
dude.
You guys were great. Like, you guys had tenacity, man. You guys were eager. A lot of guys that come in there, they want to have that. They want to do it. They see the ring. They get in, and they take that first bump, man.
Yeah.
And it's the dream is over for them, you know. And I get that. If you want to be a Rican warrior, man, come down. Come try it out. Come pay, and, you know, you could be a Rican guy and come in and learn how to wrestle, get on some shows, and we could be local. And, you know, some of the guys, there's different levels to this, you know what I mean? I don't hate on anyone that wants to do their level. You're a local guy, you're a local guy. That's cool. If you want to get out of state, do your thing, and you know, there's some guys that just do out of state, and that's all they do.
Right.
And there's some guys that, you know, really want to get on, like, access to big shows. So I mean, it's all levels available through my school, through other schools. So I mean, you come to Nation of Wrestling, you're gonna learn it all.
Yeah.
From day one to day Z to the day you graduate, which you wrestle, and you probably might wrestle me or one of my guys, and you know, start your wrestling career.
Yeah. No, like I said, man, I appreciate, like you said on the DMs, dude. I reached out within the hour. You hit me back. It's like, yeah, bro, you know what's good. What's going on? What do you want to do? The fact that you take the time to answer, you know, a lot of people, especially when it comes to like even business here in El Paso, they get to that mindset to where you need me more than I need you. So you know what I mean? They're sometimes they're just like, I'm just too busy to get back. But I mean, the fact that you got back, you opened the gym to us, and that shit was awesome. That's something, you know, like I said, even though we're just did those rolls and those bumps, and you know we weren't body slammed, and I didn't get a fucking stone cold nobody, which is like one of my things. One of these days, I'm gonna stone cold somebody. Probably gonna be my grandkids when they act the fool.
Wow.
Just let them know who's who. You know, every now and then, gotta just remind them. You know who's who.
Yep.
I might be old as shit, but I got
Whip them into shape.
Hell yeah, I got to whoop somebody's ass. But it was like I said, dude, the energy that you have, the love for the sport that you have, the fact of like I said, LTZ, Mystican, Ivy, MC, why bother? I mean, the love that was there, that was showed to us, there was not. I don't think there's one negative thing that was said, regardless of what we did wrong, because I know we did some shit wrong, and none of us, it makes us, as far as the ones that were there trying to train and learn, makes us want to redo it again and get it perfect to where you guys are at, and it's very infectious, and dude, the new spot you guys got is fucking, dude, it's awesome. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing with that. The work you guys are putting, when you guys started doing your guys' work afterwards, and we're able to be there and see that. Hats off, man. You guys first class, dude. It's fucking phenomenal. The fact that it's here in El Paso is fucking dope.
Thank you.
So yeah, for sure, make sure you guys reach out. Nation of Wrestling Academy, Frank Stone 85. Reach out on Instagram. Check out. I know you got big things going in the queue, and we can't, as a businessman, you can't say it until it's the cement and it's fucking the day before, because life happens. Make sure you guys follow him and check him out, because this dude Frank, man, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. Like I said, I appreciate you. Any last words before we head out?
Nah, man, just shout out to El Paso. I love this city, man. I've been here since 2014. And this city alone has showed me so much love, man, from every level, man, from the top to the bottom. So shout out to all my chulos out there. Shout out to all my friends and family out there. Shout out to my vets out there, man. Shout out to everybody across El Paso, man. I love all y'all, man.
Oh, yeah. Fort Bliss representing for sure. Again, Frank Stone, 85, Nation of Wrestling Academy. Make sure you're following Dog Pound. Man, make sure you guys are following these guys. These guys are phenomenal, dude. Just wait to see what they're doing. Get at them. Follow them. Instagram. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that good shit. Show these dudes some love, because these guys, even though they say wrestling is fake, that shit is not fake. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. That shit hurt, boy, but it's a great fucking time, man. Till next time, guys, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.